Ever given a thought about why South India appears more developed than North India? Scholars have been mulling over this question for a while. To understand this, we need to look back into history. The colonial era provides a key starting point. South India, being under direct British control, got an early taste of Western education, industrial evolution, and governance. English educational institutions, factories, and railways popped up across the region, laying the groundwork for development. Land revenue systems were also different in both regions. South India's Ryotwari system acknowledged farmers as landowners, encouraging agricultural innovation. On the other hand, North India's Zamindari system led to farmers' exploitation and agricultural stagnation. Next, societal structures. The caste system in North India was historically more rigid than in South India, hindering social mobility. The relatively flexible caste system in the South facilitated more social and economic mobility. Social reforms in the South challenged traditional hierarchies, leading to greater social equality. These reforms, combined with an emphasis on education, fostered a more equitable society. Politically, South India's early experiences with democratic governance encouraged a political culture prioritizing administrative efficiency and social welfare. Hence, history has significantly influenced the development of both regions. But remember, history is just part of the story, and the North-South divide is also shaped by post-independence policies and contemporary factors. But what about the years following India's independence in 1947? Did the disparities continue then? In the aftermath of independence, the Indian government implemented a slew of policies that had a differential impact on the North and South. Land reforms, educational policies, and industrialization strategies played significant roles in shaping the disparities we see today. Let's start with land reforms. The South, specifically states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu, were proactive in implementing land reforms. These policies led to a more equitable distribution of land and reduced the power of feudal landlords. In contrast, the North lagged behind, with land reforms often being poorly executed, leading to continued land concentration and rural poverty. Next, we delve into educational policies. The South's early exposure to English education, thanks to the British colonial rule, proved to be a boon in the long run. The region was better prepared to capitalize on the globalizing economy, particularly during the IT boom of the 90s. This boom brought prosperity and development to cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, turning them into global IT hubs. Contrastingly, the North's educational policies were less focused on English, which proved to be a disadvantage in the globalized world. Finally, the strategies of industrialization also played a part. The South's early industrialization, supported by a skilled workforce, attracted both domestic and foreign investments. This led to the creation of more jobs, higher incomes, and overall development. On the other hand, the North's industrialization was slower, thus missing out on these benefits. But it's not just about policies, it's also about how they were implemented. The South showed better governance, with a focus on social development and inclusivity. The North unfortunately struggled with issues such as corruption, which hindered the effective implementation of policies. Therefore, the policy decisions taken in the post-independence period also contributed to the existing development divide. And as we'll explore in the next section, these historical policies continue to shape the contemporary factors influencing the North-South divide. Fast forward to today, what factors are influencing the North-South divide in the 21st century? Let's delve into the contemporary factors that are playing a significant role. Among these, population growth, urbanization, and the role of governance stand prominent. South India has managed to control its population growth more effectively than North India. A lower population growth rate means that resources can be more efficiently managed and allocated, contributing to better development outcomes. On the other hand, North India is wrestling with a higher population growth rate, which puts pressure on limited resources and can hinder development efforts. Urbanization is another critical factor. South India has embraced urbanization more readily, resulting in greater economic opportunities and improved living standards. the cities in the south have become hubs of technology, healthcare, and education, attracting talent from across the country and even abroad. Conversely, North India has been slower to urbanize, which has limited its ability to capitalize on the benefits of urban life. The role of governance cannot be understated. South India has enjoyed a certain degree of political stability, which has allowed for consistent and progressive policies. This has fostered an environment conducive to development. In contrast, North India has often been plagued by political instability, which can lead to inconsistencies in policy and hinder long-term planning. But it's not just about these factors in isolation, it's about how they interact and compound. A stable government can more effectively manage population growth and promote urbanization. An urbanized society can better attract and retain talent, which can further spur development. So, what's the way forward? It's about learning from the successes and failures of the past and applying those lessons to the future. It's about acknowledging the complexity and interplay of these factors and developing comprehensive, multifaceted strategies that address them. It seems that a combination of historical, political, and contemporary factors have shaped the development trajectories of North and South India. So, to sum it up, the development divide between North and South India is a multifaceted issue with roots deeply embedded in the past. Our historical perspective revealed that the South had an early advantage, with stronger societal structures and greater exposure to foreign trade. Post-independence policies played a significant role in widening the divide. The South capitalized on opportunities in education and industrialization, while the North grappled with socio-political challenges. In the present day, the South continues to surge ahead due to its focus on technology and service sectors, as well as its commitment to social development. The North, however, is not far behind and is slowly but surely catching up. This disparity, while significant, is not insurmountable. With the right policies and initiatives, both regions can prosper together. It's clear that the North-South divide in India is a complex issue, shaped by a myriad of factors over a long period.